Black History Month is celebrated every year in February, and it's all about recognizing Black people, history, and culture, and confronting the many injustices that Black communities still face to this day. Our race and culture reporter Candace Redd spoke with an expert at Sacramento State to learn how Black History Month began.
To degenerate into physical violence.
It is a reflection of human history.
In the U.S., Black History Month is celebrated every year in February.
Black History Month is an opportunity to think about the contributions that African Americans and people of African descent have contributed to not only America, but modern world.
The roots of Black History Month can be traced back to September 9th, 1915. On that date, historian Dr. Carter G. Woodson founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History.
It is an institution that exists today that houses and publishes scholarly work that looks at the research and the history of Black people.
Today, the organization is called the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, or ASALH. The mission remains the same. It's to promote, research, preserve, interpret, and disseminate information about Black life, history, and culture to the global community.
Without their stories, you wouldn't even have the concept of America.
Woodson, who's also known as the father of Black history, worked with ASALH members to establish Negro History Week. It's now referred to as Black History Week. ASALH held the first celebration during the second week of February in 1926.
It was particularly placed in the month of February because of the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass.
President Lincoln was born February 12, 1809. But since Douglass was born into slavery, the date of his birth was not recorded. It's estimated that the great abolitionist was born February 14, 1818.
Unfortunately, there are spaces within our nation that would like to forget these things. And as we know, when you don't acknowledge, recognize, and remember a trauma, you're bound to repeat that trauma.
During Black History Week, Black teachers in segregated public schools taught Black students about the achievements of their ancestors. ASALH provided study materials like lessons and posters of important dates and people. The elementary teachings came with plays, pageants, reciting speeches, essay contests, concerts, and other events.
It was important for them to establish some kind of curriculum that would give identity and agency to Black people.
Over time, Black History Week gained enormous popularity across the country. By the mid-1960s, college students, along with Black civic organizations, began pushing to extend Black History Week into a month-long celebration.
On strike, shut it down! On strike, shut it down!
The push came with campus protests demanding Black studies departments too.
Black people in the 60s were coming off the heels of the Civil Rights Movement, and college students wanted to see self-representation on campuses. This is how you get the development of the Ethnic Studies Department in San Francisco State and the Black Studies Department all across the nation.
ASALH began seeking recognition from the federal government to mark February as a time to recognize Black people's contributions to the U.S.
It's a reflection of an aspect of contributions to civilizations that is seldom told, particularly in K-12 settings. And at times when the story is told, it's from a skewed and very subjective perspective.
President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month for the first time in February 1976. Since then, every U.S. president has designated February as Black History Month.
This month is a chance to celebrate the central role that African Americans have played in every aspect of American life.
I think it's important to recognize the challenges that we have as Black people when you talk about equity, when you talk about opportunities in education, opportunities across the board.
10 years later, in 1986, Congress designated February as National Black History Month, making it a time of acknowledgement, reflection, and inspiration for all.
America wants to do better for itself, and at times we just don't know how. And I think Black History Month is the opportunity to learn how to do that, learn how to be better.
And each year, ASALH creates a Black History Month theme that's endorsed by the President of the United States. And this year's theme is Black Resistance. The organization says that the theme is meant to highlight how African Americans have resisted historic and ongoing oppression in all forms.